Welcome to Let's Put an App on AppSource, the 2025 edition. Hey, I'm Eric, and way back, ancient time, I did a whole series on Let's Put an App on AppSource, which I know a lot of people have enjoyed. But things might have changed. Actually, not that much, but I thought it would be interesting just to do this again now in 2025. I just happen to have a good case for showcasing this. So okay, let me show you here. So you might have seen on the channel a while ago. I did a video on color coding your journals. Like the general journal, here we go. Now, being able to color code the lines. And actually yesterday I found myself I had one journal with some entries, another journal with another entries, an Excel sheet with something, and I needed everything to match up. And I said, I wish I had that color coding thing I built on the channel a while back. And said, but why not just wrap it up nicely, put it in AppSource as a free app, and then I can enjoy it in different production environments, and maybe you can too. I guess hold my beer. Let's put an app on AppSource. And I have done some preparation around this, so the video won't be that long, hopefully. But let's see how it goes. So where we do pick up this process is the fact that I am already a publisher on AppSource. There's a bunch of apps and all that good stuff. So we go into AppSource. No, we don't go into. Let me revise this, because we are on Partner Center, and we are inside Marketplace Offers. And nonetheless, we say that we want a new Business Central app. You can first have to give it an ID, and this is kind of a that's the internal reference. So the app I have called color coded journals. Added in a nice little start page. So color coded journals. Let's just use that. For alias, the name won't be used in Marketplace listing. It's only for reference within Partner Center. So here we can just do the same thing again. Color coded journals, and we create an app. Boom, boom, boom. You must specify how you want potential customers to interact. Let's make this readable. Incomplete and not published. So we already fill out the alias. That's okay. What kind of app is this? This is an add-on. So this is an extension. This is what we build. A Connect app is something that goes from the outside and just connects to Business Central to web services. How would you like to sell through Microsoft? Do we want to use the transact thing? No, I don't want to do that. And how do you want potential customers to interact with this listings offer? You have 3 options. Get it now. In this case, this is get it now. Free app. Free trial is if you have some way of monetizing your app. Contact me is, I don't like it. I think Contact Me is a weird thing. So you're in the marketplace, but you're not really in the marketplace. I don't like it. Okay, next step, customer leads. So whenever somebody install an app from AppSource, the publisher of the app will get a notification in some sort of CRM system. So we need to connect a CRM system, and there are options here. We can go to CE. We can just post somewhere. It supports Marketo. I have no idea what that is actually. Salesforce and Azure Table. And in my case, I wanted to use Azure Table because I have something there. You have successfully connected. So what I have, my backend there's an Azure Table, and then I got some stuff that will look into the Azure Table and look for new leads, and then send a nice email and all the good stuff. So I use that. We click connect, and we are connected. So the way this works is that there's multiple pages in here. So we go save draft. That does not mean we're finished. That just means that we're finished with the first thing. So we jump to the next one. And now we need to add some categories. Please select at least one category. Is this AI and machine learning? Is it analytics, a correlation? I think these goes into some sort of grouping on, if we go on AppSource and look for apps, and we say dynamics, and we say business central, there are these categories here. Go away, feedback. So if you want your app to exist in a certain category, you need to, so I'll go finance, and I'll say accounting. I think that perhaps analytics, consolidation, and reporting. That's perhaps pushing it. Anyway, so I think that one category is fine here. Industries. Industry selection applies only for offers published to AppSource. This is not industry specific. App version. So I have a setup where I can push apps from my build system, but right now, the very first one I'll upload manually. So let me go and just verify here. Here's the app, and I think the last build is 1003. So we'll just put that in for now. Provide terms and condition text. And actually, let me just do this, that I'll just find a place to. Otherwise, if you don't have terms and conditions, you'll have to write those up. I have them on other apps, so I will just quickly grab that here. Boom. Now we have terms and condition. We save this draft. So we're done with this one. Now we come to the big one, offer listing. So marketplace details. Now you fill out what's actually going into the market listing. So we have a name. We already gave it that. Search for, but this name is actually different from this name, which was the alias thing. But right now it's the same thing. Color code your journals to make sense of your data. Description. So we need a description, and I just asked ChatGPT to give me a great, oops, where did we go? We are here. Boom. A description. We do need one more thing in the in description, which is actually pretty important, and that is so if I go to the bottom here, Microsoft has this weird thing where you need to give. I'm just looking it up from another app, so I don't have to copy paste this. But you should here tell what, and I'll clean up the format. You should tell what version of, if you're on Essential or Premium, what countries you're available and what languages you're available in. I have, through my build system, translated it to all of these. Search keywords is now the next one. Let's go with color. Let's go with coding. Let's go with classifying. Product your apps work with. None. Help link for your app. So I will add it to a page on hogart.com/finance. Privacy policy link, that is privacy-policy on hogart.com. Then you need to supply a support contact. This is for partners to see. So in the listing, if you click on the support tab, they can contact me. Actually, they do not contact me, they contact support. And then we need the company phone number and a link to where you can you offer support for the app, like that. Engineering contact info for Microsoft to use when there are issues with your offer, including certification issues. This info is not listed. So I will go here and put myself in again, put my email in, that everybody knows anyway, and I'll just put the company phone number in again. Supplemental product information for customers. You may include supplemental product information. We're not going to do that. I think we might need, actually. Let's see. You may include. That's interesting. Okay, so we might come back to this, and we need to create a quick Word PDF document. Marketplace media, logos. So we need to add in a logo that is between something and something on another screen. There's always another screen, right? I have wow, this doesn't really work that well. Wow, caramba. Photoshop doesn't like to be moved around, clearly. I have Photoshop running. I will quickly export the logo in 350 by 350. Pixels, so I can upload that. Working, color coded assets. Interesting. There's no file there. Let me export it to the right location then. Logo 350. There we go. So now we have the logo. So you upload that, and Microsoft will rescale it for you. So you see the bar. So this is the UI here is kind of weird. So you upload and then take your time. screenshots. So you need to provide screenshots. It has to be PNGs, and they have to be 1280 by 720. So I thought I did that in this folder, and that's what's weird. Did I put them somewhere else? I put them here. That's the problem. Here's your problem. So I created some screenshots in the right size. And again, patience. And you have to, you can see that after you upload, you have to add a caption to each page. Again, patience is a virtue. These are very small files, so it takes a lot of time to upload them. It's like 200K. And there's some weird stuff is happening, and then it's I'm so color-coded general journal for this one, and then here we will go menu and color-coded posted entries. Boom. So we have 3 screenshots. We can add videos. I could add a video, right? We could add. I wonder if I can add that. I'll just find the link to. Well, potentially I could add a link to this video, but that would be too meta because this video doesn't exist yet. But we could add a link to the original video where this idea was kind of must be a valid YouTube link. So the fancy YouTube youtube.be. I think this is still a valid link, isn't it? No, it's not. This is a valid link. There you go. Watch. A thumbnail is required for each video. Okay. I think this is getting out of control now. Save image as. Oh, I can. So this one also has to be the right. Okay. Save image as. I'm again doing this on the other screen because now it's going into. It is going into. I'm losing my mind here. This is going into Photoshop. And then we are exporting in the right size. So patience, everyone. So now we should have that. We can add the YouTube in assets now. There's a YouTube PNG. Okay, save draft. With one validation error, please update the invalid name is required. Introduction to color coding journals in Business Central. Save draft. Happy. Okay. Availability. We go to the next tab. We finally go to the next. As I say, offer listing is the big one. So you have to select where this app is available. I think this app is available everywhere. So in the 156 markets where Business Central is sold. That's pretty fun. Preview audience. So now you can actually create a new preview version of the next version of an app, and people with a key can get access to that. We don't care about that here. So we'll just save the draft. And we go to technical configuration. So this is actually now you get to upload your app file. So I'll go back here and I'll go to my build folder and my release folder, and I have version 1003 here. So while that, maybe we should actually just revisit the app. So what makes an app ready for AppSource? Let's look at the app.json for a bit. See, everything is kind of filled out. The app is built in the number series that's available for you. So you get an app's a range of objects available. I have turned on the, if I go up to settings, I have turned on the AppSource cop. I have also created the AppSource cop JSON saying that there's a suffix that's needed. I have worked with what rules that I want to have and not have, and so on. So if we look at a random page, there's a in this case a postfix. It's in the right number. In general, there are no problems. There's a permission set. The app is signed. The app file is signed with a code signing key. So that's uploaded. If we have library apps, so let's say that your app is actually multiple app files. So you have a main app and then you have some library apps, then you upload those here. We don't, so we say draft, save draft. We go on to the next one, co-sell with Microsoft. We're not doing that. So we go to the last one, supplemental content. So what this version we're uploading here, what version of Business Central is this available for? For current. We support both Essential and Premium. See, this is the weird thing that you have to click here, but then Microsoft would like you to write it in text also instead of using this. Key usage scenarios, drag your documents here. So that was what I said. I think we have to create a super quick Word document. So I will do that. Here, I will totally just take the blob from the chat wrote for me. No, bad Eric, but we can go back and improve this. So all these things you should of course have ready before you even start the I'm typing like a maniac on the other screen. You can hear that. So now we have a document. We go back to this and we add that here. We go to assets again and we have the key scenarios document suddenly. Boom. I can't remember if it's getting mad at me because there's some place where you upload files and it will not have spaces in it. Test accounts, drag your documents here. Doesn't matter. Microsoft are not going to test your app anyway. So they're going to use test automation, meaning that they are going to install your app on and see that it compiles on all the versions that you have specified. but there's nobody that's gonna run your app. They did that at the beginning, and now they have 7,000 apps, so they don't do that anymore. Test app automation. So you need to upload a test app. This one is just, it doesn't matter. You can upload a picture of your mom or anything here, but it's required. So if we say save draft, or maybe they actually, because there's an asterisk saying that it's required, but usually it's not. Let's go for not. So now we have filled out all the things. We go to review and publish. Let's see if it's happy. I think it is. Notes for certification. Please provide any info that testers need to understand and use this submission. Customers won't see this info. Provide any critical testing instruction includes. Nobody's testing your app. Nobody's testing your app. I think we're just ready to go. I guess I'll hold my beer. So here we go. So now this is the progress bar of getting an app on AppSource. You see at the end, final publish. So there are basically 5 stages. The first one is automated validation, and that kicks in now, where basically Microsoft say, okay, your app is available in 156 location. A lot of them are W1, so in reality, I don't know how many different versions of BC this is tested on. You have also said that, let me show you that in the app file here, the application saying that this app is only available in version 26 and up. So they're only testing this on version 26 and up, and then they're testing it in those 20 something different base app versions, I guess. Meaning not really testing, but installing it and making sure that it compiles in any one of them. And if we refresh this, we can see that that is now running. They say that it takes less than 3 hours. I've seen this take 20 minutes. I have seen this take 2 days. Random lock. So if the automated testing succeeds, then stuff's happening here, lead management, validation, and registration, and it goes into phase 2, where they create a preview of the AppSource listing, and you'll get a link here saying that, okay, so you can look and see, oh, does my listing look correct or not? Then there's a full stop here. So you need, as a publisher, to say, okay, go live at that point. So you click go live. I'm just going to refresh here. There might be an automated testing fails for some reason. There's something wrong with the app. That's totally fine. So don't think that you have to spend a lot of work to ensure that this never fails, right? Microsoft's going to test your app no matter what. You might as well take advantage of that, and they do a lot of work here. So send it to them, and if for some reason this fails on the Belgian version, well, they will tell you, and you can fix it. So you don't necessarily have to go and see, does my app compile on the Belgian version also, and set up huge setups to run all that. Microsoft will do it for you. Anyway, phase 3, you click go live. When go live happens, after this, 2 things happen. There's a certification, and for a brand new app, this happens. There are people looking in that you have not, in the app description, put a manifesto about something political or profanities or stuff like that, right? So somebody is actually looking at your listing and say, okay, that's an okay listing. When that is then complete, it goes into the last phase, which is publish. Publish application with the service, finalize the application worksheet, lead management, validation, and registration, which is the same as over here. And then final publish. And during final publish, the app becomes available. If this is an update to an existing app you're posting, then during final publish, then an update becomes available in Admin Center. If you're posting an update to your app where you do not change offer listings, this step is basically skipped. So you just get a green light on this one automatically, because nobody needs to look at your listing when it's not changed. So an update to an app can be done fairly quickly. The automated testing and final publish is the most time-consuming bits. And this is still running. And here's the thing, that as soon as we turn off the video, something happens here. That's the way it goes. But I am gonna turn off the video anyway, because I think it's that was my for some reason I can never remember the name of Photoshop. But anyway, I hope that that helped. As you can see, that some of these settings are being relaxed a bit compared to how it used to be, which again, is that good or bad? I'm actually not sure. There's a lot of apps in AppSource right now. Now soon there's one more. So if you like this app, the idea of this app, go and install it, try it out, see if your accounting users would like to color code their general journals. I even put in, I don't know, let me actually hear bonus content. Apart from the colors, we added a bit more, so you can use the pile of poo icon, because sometimes an entry is just that. You can thumbs up, thumbs down, you can heart it, and I kept the unicorn because that's nice with the unicorn. And if you have ideas to other Unicode characters that should be here, let me know. Until then, here's some more AL hacking. Well, this was more like AppSource Partner Center hacking. Anyway, here's AL hacking for you. Go check that one out. It's a good one. I'll see you there. Take care. Bye.